I don't want to scare you, but as of today, we only have 86 days until Christmas. Now, you guys know that every year I host a very large Christmas party in my home, and I like to prepare my home to get ready for that party. And one of the things that I do is I clean out my baking cabinet. Not only do I need to tidy up this cabinet, but I also want to get in here and remove any of the items that are outdated and replace it with some fresh new products. I also want to tidy up these bank of drawers. This right here is where I keep my grandkids' snacks. I need to get some new snacks in here and get all this tidied up. Right in here is where I keep my glass storage containers. A lot of these tops have broken, so I want to replace those and get rid of these. And I also want to get into this coffee drawer. This is where we keep all of our coffee cups. Some of these we are not using, so I want to go ahead and get rid of those things. So we're going to be doing a lot of cleaning and organizing to prepare my kitchen for the holidays. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and into my home. I cannot believe that it's already that time of year that I need to get in here and do declutter and organizing. I do this every single year around this time. I like to do it well in advance of holiday cooking for Thanksgiving and for Christmas because I want everything nice and prepared and ready to go when it's time to go. So anyways, I'm going to be cleaning out these cabinets. I want to wipe down the insides of the cabinets. I'm not going to do every single cabinet, just the ones that, I specifically use all the time for the holidays and things like that. But we're going to start here in this cabinet. I'm going to move around those shelves, and I was hoping to be able to move the actual shelf, not this shelf, but the actual shelf, and I cannot get that thing to budge. And I'm going to show you an up close, and I'm hoping that you can help me. But I am going to be also showing you some organizers that will help to make your kitchen function better, like these shelves right here. I got these ones from Target, and I love that they match the insides of my cabinets. I really want to be able to bring this shelf down, but I can't because I don't know how to undo this thing. I've tried pushing on this little lever with different things to try to give me some leverage, but I still cannot get it undone. So I have no idea how to do these things. Do any of you all know how to do anything with this thing? See it more up close there? This thing you would think would push in and then you can lift the shelf, but it's not doing it. So I'm not sure how to fix that. Isn't that frustrating when you have a plan in mind and you can't execute it because you can't figure out how something works? I'm going to have Michael take a look at it and see if he can figure it out. But until then, I'm just going to go ahead and rearrange this. Now, I was hoping to be able to put these shelves side by side on the bottom. If you saw my last video, when I added these shelves in, not my last video, but when I added these shelves in the video that I did that in, you know what I'm saying. I wanted to put them on the bottom, but I couldn't because of those hinges. So one of you recommended that I stick it on the top. So that's what I'm doing. If I could drop down that shelf, it would work a lot better. But anyways, I'm going to rearrange all this because I really want to put all the white dishes on top and I want to put my black dishes on the bottom. Okay, I had to move things around because I pulled more things out of the dishwasher, like the bowls, and that whole section is going to have to hold those bowls. We rarely use the bowls, however we do use the bowls. And I just went ahead and I stacked these together. But you see why I want to drop this down some? Because I can't reach any of those, and these right here are actually too tall. They're stacked too high for me to be able to pull everything down to get one. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work, but for right now, until my husband can figure out how to lower those without breaking them, lower them so that maybe I can bring them to the back height, the lower height, which will drop this down to about right here, then I will be able to use this section more efficiently. Okay, so this is the cabinet that I keep all of my glassware. Now my husband wants to add these things in here, so I need to find room. So I think I'm going to try to transfer the white bowls up to the top. I only use those like for holidays and things like that, and then put glassware here and then glassware here. So let's go ahead and do that. Have you all tried out these glass cups with the glass straws? It's got a bamboo top there. These things are fabulous. Everybody grabs them when they come here to get a drink, things like that. That's the one that they prefer to use, and I really, really like them. I will link them for you, just in case if you want to go check them out, and maybe you want to buy a few. Now I'm on the hunt for this missing glass. I don't know of one that's broken, but maybe one broke when I was in Florida and Michael just didn't tell me about it. But anyways, on a hunt for that one, and I think that looks better right there. And then I just need to stick the other stuff up there on the top. We don't use that stuff very often, and actually a couple of those things belong to my mother-in-law. She wasn't able to fit it in her casita, so I told her I'd hold it in here. So I think that those white bowls, we can just put them right up there and just use them during Christmas. Okay, so this is the cabinet that holds our blender, our toaster, and we have our extra spices up there. So I want to get this out, get it straightened up, maybe go through those spices and see what is old, because I'm going to be using those to refill the ones that are in the pantry here. So I need to see which ones I'm going to have to repurchase. Next week is the week that I'm going to be zone cleaning here in the kitchen. That's when I clean the whole fronts of the cabinets. I use a cleanser and I get up on that ladder and I clean every door, every handle. So that will be next week. I don't know if I'll film it for next week, but it will be for next week. I think this year I'm going to get a new one of these paddles. I think I want the one that has the silicone grip on this. I don't care for this. I think it's the way that I washed it. It's no longer a nice finish on it, and things stick to it. So I think that I want to get a new one of these, and probably the same thing with this, although I don't use this. I haven't used this, but maybe a couple of times. My daughter is going to teach me how to make sourdough bread, things like that. So I'm going to need something like this. But this one right here is fine. It's not made of the same stuff except for this part. So I don't know. You don't want to put these in the dishwasher, apparently. I didn't know that, and they went through the dishwasher, and they're just not the same. I often get asked about this little handy handheld vacuum. It's small, but it's mighty. It is actually for computers. So when you look it up on Amazon, you'd be looking for a computer vacuum or a computer dust vacuum, something like that. I cannot find this exact one, but I found one that is very, very similar, and I will link that one below for you. This is a nice deep cabinet, and it holds a lot of things. I do need to make it function a little bit better, and I think that roll-out trays or roll-out whatevers, you know what I'm talking about, would work really great in here. In fact, I had a company reach out to me asking if I would, put them in the cabinets. But I never got back to them because I wasn't sure that I wanted to put something permanent in there. It would require that I drill to the bottom of the cabinet, and I'm just not sure that I'm ready to do that, at least not on my own. I did do that over where the trash can is, and it's worked out just fine, but I did not do it underneath my kitchen sink, where I have two little roll-out containers, roll-out shelf type things. I did not end up screwing those into the bottom of the cabinet. It's working out fine the way that it is, thankfully, but they are supposed to be anchored into the bottom, so that way when you pull them out they don't tip. But anyways, it would work much better, I think, if I had something that I can pull out. However, it would require me to take that top shelf down, and the top shelf does hold a lot of things. So I've been going back and forth, not really sure what I would do. What would you do? If it were you, what would you do? But anyways, I keep my toaster right here in this container, and it just holds all of those crumbs that inevitably fall out every time we put this back underneath the cabinet. So I just go ahead and, put it in this little white container, and, it catches all those crumbs. I'm going to try to shake out as many as I can out of here and then get this all vacuumed up and cleaned up. This is going to show how much that vacuum holds, when I suck up all these crumbs. And what else was I going to say? Oh, I do need a new toaster. I just haven't gotten one. But I do need something that's a little bit wider that is going to hold sourdough toast or sourdough bread to turn into toast, because my daughter's been making me sourdough bread, and it's round, and when you go to cut it, it's really long. So I really want a toaster that's a little bit longer, that's going to be able to hold those pieces of bread. Okay, now I'm going to quickly go through all the spices. These are my extra spices that I have, and it's also spices that I use to refill the ones that I have in the pantry. I will be refilling those sometime this month, but I'm not doing it today because I need to see which ones that I need to repurchase before I refill those. So I'm going to go through these, see which ones are old and out of date. I wish that I could have done it as quick as I've got this sped up, because it does take time. Half the time I can't even see or find the expiration date. And to me, when in doubt, throw it out. So I did end up throwing out a lot of things. If it looked gunky, like if it's all stuck in there and you have to really shake to get those particles loose, I just went ahead and threw those ones out. As you can see, I'm having to hold it to my face so I can actually see the expiration date on some of these. This right here is my baking container. Everything that you see there still sitting right there in the cabinet, that's going to go in the baking container. But I want to go through here, take out the things that, you know, I no longer need, get rid of those, and then I'll refill this basket too. Just when I was liking how everything was arranged in here, I realized I forgot to put the blender back in. So I need to stick everything back over to the side like I had it before, so that way I can stick the big Ninja blender in here. So there's no doubt that this cabinet is full, but it has everything that I need. There's no longer any spices in there that I'm just storing for no reason. They're all out of date and I can get rid of them. There's my toaster. I definitely need a new one, but you know, that'll do for now. Okay, next cabinet. Okay, so here's all the products that are out of date. I'm going to go ahead and throw all these out. I will need to replace some of them so that I can refill the containers in the pantry. I don't know if you guys have noticed it yet, but when I clean and organize, I do one cabinet, one shelf at a time, one drawer at a time. The reason that I do this is if something comes up, I need to be able to shove the stuff back in there quickly. I don't have a riser to put in there, so I just go ahead and use this. It functions the same way. Now I'm going to go through each of these things, see what is expired, get that put on this other counter. These are all of our like sprinkles that go for cookies. Grandkids like to do that kind of stuff, so I'll keep that. Put the salts up there. And, oh, I've had this a long time. Yeah, 2000. Best if used before 2019. Time to get rid of that. Never, I don't even think it was ever opened. Yeah, it was opened, but never used. Okay, more salt. What is this? Chili powder. I don't know why it's in here. It shouldn't be in there. But let's see what date it is. When in doubt, throw it out, is what I say. When in doubt, throw it out. And I do not see a date on this, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it out. Okay, these right here, I always loved these. Put my things in these. I got these from IKEA, but you know what? I never reach for them, so I'm throwing them out. Okay, so now we've got the black pepper. Here's some these salts. Let's put this salt in there, and then let's see, this salt. I don't think that salt goes out of date though, so save these. This is a little salt shaker, but, or is it pepper? It's pepper, but I don't have the other shaker to go with it. So I'm probably just gonna throw this out. You could also put cinnamon or cinnamon sugar in there, things like that, but I won't be doing that. This is still good until the end of the year. I think I'm gonna pass this on to Bethany. She's been wanting to try bone broth. I don't typically care for it, so I think I'm going to pass it on to her. We do use Celtic salt. I keep it in a little container over there. This is to refill that Celtic salt. So I'll stick that up here too. Okay, pepper. We do use pepper, obviously. I'll stick that down here. This one I think is old as well. Although I don't know if this one goes out of date, but I know we don't use it, and I'm not sure why. We've used it, obviously, but we're not pulling it down. Maybe if I stick it towards the front, we'll actually use it more. I don't stick it here because I've got a pepper mill here. This can actually go in the pepper mill when that, no, because this is a salt and pepper. So this is going to have to be used. Maybe that's it. This thing is stuck. That's why I haven't been using it. Okay, so let's throw that out. Okay, and then these are vanilla extract used by April of 26th. I got the almond around the same time, and then I also got that one. So I'll stick those back up here. And then this is arrowroot, and I know I recently purchased this. Yes, it's good until December, wait, no, not December, January of 25. So I'll be able to use that for a few more months. So we'll stick that there. Toothpicks, pumpkin spice. When did I get this pumpkin spice? I don't even think it's been opened. Let's see. September of 26th. So I've got all my little spices here. This right here is coconut oil. The other one wasn't good. This one is not good. Time to throw this one out too. Okay. This is the reason why I go through this, is that way I'm not stuck when I'm actually making something and then the products are out of date. So, okay, so this is our salt. I'll put that there. That's trash. These are toothpicks. I know I have some other toothpicks. This is my tea that I have every now and then, and it's good until 28. So that's good. And then these can go with the cookie things down below. And then these are just some Pam and some olive oil that we reach for. And that's trash. That goes with the cookie things. Okay, so there's the bottom shelf, looking all nice and good. So now I'm going to hop back up on that ladder and I'm going to pull down all of my baking containers. I absolutely love these containers, and I'm going to show you why here in a minute, why each of these containers is so very functional. Okay, while I clean off the tops of these containers, let me go ahead and introduce myself. If you're new here, my name is Michelle, and I started this channel to inspire women to reclaim the peace in their lives by building sensible routines. This includes my morning and evening routine, zone cleaning, and the power hour to help maintain those deep cleanings. I've pivoted my routines over the years to adjust to the chapters of my life. Now, my current chapter is an empty nester, but I'm a very active grandmother to 10 biological grandkids and a blended total of 19 grandkids. I do homeschool one of my grandchildren on Mondays, and the rest of the week I'm busy with at least 1 or 2 grandkids in my home. So if you're interested in this type of content, I would love to have you here. Would you please go ahead and click on that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way you get reminded every time I post a new video. So these are my storage containers. I've had these for several years now. Each one does something special. This one here, you take this clay disc and you allow it to absorb water. Then you stick it into the top of the brown sugar, and it will help to keep your brown sugar nice and moist. I will show you how that clicks back in here in a minute. I just need to let it fill with water. This one right here is the sugar container. As you can see, it has the flip top, which makes it super easy to pour. This one right here I use as a candy container. You know, you can shake it out of there. You can slide it up and get a larger amount. I use it for the candies, but you can use it for, you know, anything that you want. This one right here, let me see, this is my powdered sugar one. This one's fun because it's got this little spoon in here. You just slide it open, grab some of your powdered sugar, and then close the top and you just tap it, and there you go. You got some little sugar snow. My grandkids love this one because you can tell it's super fun. And then the spoon just clicks right here in the top of the case. Everything is nice and tight and sealed in there. There is an elastic seal around the edge, and it is perfect. This one right here is my flour container, and with this one you get a scoop, but the scoop is over there in the other container because that's what my husband uses to make his pancakes. So with this scoop, you can just take this and, you know, again, you have a scoop that goes with it, but I'm using this one, and you can rub it right along the top of that, and it just levels it out nice and evenly. Perfect for when you need to get in here and need to get a level, because you know when you bake, it needs to be precise, right? Okay, so this one right here is the one that my husband has the scoop in. And what's special about this one is that little elastic band. You can put your recipe right there, or, you know, whatever you have in there. This right here is Kirby Lane pancake mix that my husband likes to make. And so I have the little, you can see I have it right there in the top. And then the scoop that actually goes with the flour over there, you can measure it sideways like this, and that's 1/4 of a cup. And then if you measure the whole thing, it's a whole cup. So I really like this. And then again, I showed you the one with the brown sugar, but I'm going to show you how I put the little disc. You wet it. You do this like once a month. You know, it'll begin to dry out. But anyways, about once a month, when I pull this down, I'll just go ahead and put that disc in some water, allow it to soak, and then you just stick it in there, and it keeps your brown sugar so nice and soft. Anyways, I will link these below for you. This comes in a package of 6, I believe. Although I remember something about them accidentally sending me 7. So I think the box that they gave me had an extra one in it. And because there was 7, even though the box said that there was 6. Anyways, I will link these 6 for you down in the description box. Okay, so I went ahead and I put everything on the second shelf instead of having things up there. Now I only have to pull out a small step stool to reach this and not a big ladder. So I like that better. Yes, I did like having both on both shelves because you could see everything looks pretty, but this is more functional for me. Now I have that extra space up there. I'm sure that I have some other things that are put in other places that can go up into the top up there. So, and this right here is where I keep my measuring, little measuring cups. I hang them right here. I put this here so it doesn't bang on the door. The other 2 are dirty. I was just using that one. And I decided to go ahead and move my measuring cups here because up there is just too high for me. So anyways, put the measuring cups here, and I just moved things around. I put the candy here and just, you know, move things around, and looks very functional, and I'm happy. So in the next few weeks, I will be taking things out of this cabinet. I like to put all of my Christmas dishes, things like that, up in there. So there's no need to be doing that today because obviously we still have Halloween and Thanksgiving to get through. But I do rearrange all this. We use a lot of the white dishes for Christmas, so those will stay. But the other things will come down and we'll be adding Christmas stuff up there. Okay, but today we're going to do the whole bank of drawers underneath that cabinet. So I'm going to go ahead and pull everything out so I can get it vacuumed out, get it wiped out. I need to get out the things that I no longer need. And then I also need to take inventory of things that I might need. So let's go ahead and do that. Again, we're going to do this whole bank of drawers, and I will be talking to you about the different things that I use in the individual drawers. This white container here I did get from Amazon. I love it because it's double decker. However, I have not been able to find it again in a double decker. I will go and look and see if I can find it, but I've been asked about this container so many times. And every time I go to look, they no longer have it. However, they do have it in the single tray, just like this. So I will link the single tray, and then if they have the double tray, I will link it as double tray. Okay, so this drawer right here is where I keep all of the bottle openers. It's also where I keep the little vacuum that you see me using. I keep it in the back there, included with the charger that goes with it and any filters that go with it. I just keep it all right here in this drawer. I mainly use that vacuum to vacuum up all of the particles that come from grinding your own coffee. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clean the tray. And I also need to clean out the rag because it's got lots of little coffee grounds in there since I, been using it in this drawer where the coffee is. So anyways, let's get these trays cleared out. One of them I do put the non-slip thing in there so that way the smaller of the bottle openers don't rattle every time you open and close the drawers. And then I also put the same non-slip mat in the bottom of the drawers so the little plastic trays don't slide around in there either.
I don't know what I'm to do.
Okay, so I decided I didn't need that little bitty handheld mixer. I already have one that's up on the counter and I haven't been using it, so I might as well get rid of it. This right here is my coffee pod drawer. The little container holds all of those coffee pods. I did get those on Amazon and I will link them for you. And this is where I also keep my sugar substitutes. I typically don't use Splenda. However, I was out of town recently in Florida and all I could find was Splenda in a box. So I picked up that box and it got poured into this drawer. So I'm going to go ahead and straighten up the sugars that we typically use and also the Splenda so that looks nice and neat. Clean out the bottom of this drawer. As you can imagine, it definitely gets dirty because of all the coffee grounds and things like that. And then we're going to reset this drawer.
It's way too quiet in the house. I'm just wasted on the couch. Guess I don't wanna feel anything. Wish
Do you know how tempted I was to just leave it the way it was? I was just like, it looks just fine. Everybody's going to get in here and just grab some and willy-nilly. But I'm like, no, Michelle, just go ahead and straighten it up. Make it look nice. It took me all but, 2 or 3 minutes just to go ahead and get all this straightened up. So that's what I'm going to do. But I totally understand if you just want to just throw it in there, because that's exactly what I wanted to do.
I know the hour's getting late. I shouldn't sit here contemplating. I just can't stop thinking about us. I won't forget a single thing, from drunken nights to Sunday mornings, and how you smile at me. Wish you'd stayed here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stayed here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon. How it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stayed here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon.
Last year, Michael and I added those white utility cabinets into our laundry room, and that's where I keep the box that holds these coffee pods. I get these from Costco, buy them in bulk, and then I just store them in there and bring out what I need. Those that utility cabinet, or those 2 utility cabinets, have really, really paid off. Okay, so this is our coffee cup drawer. I need to get in here and take out the things that we are no longer using. I can't tell you how many times that I have done this, and the majority of what I take out, I have to store somewhere else because Michael wants to keep them. They're like memories for him or something. I don't know. But I'm going to go through it again, and I'm going to take out the things that I can get rid of. Like there's some black cups that match my black dishes, but we never use them. They're too small, and we just never use them. So they are going bye-bye. And then if there's anything else, I need to just go ahead and take it out of here. Again, I need to clean it and, pick up any of the coffee grounds. My vacuum did die out on me. I have it charging. That's why you don't see me using it in the drawer that I really, really need it. But anyways, I get all this cleaned out. I'm just going to restack it and all that. Anyways, this right here is my grandkids snack drawer. I showed this earlier. I use these containers that holds all of their snacks. And when the grandkids come over, they are so happy to get into Grammy and Papa's snack drawer. Now, I am trying to snack it with healthier options. I was getting those Welch's fruit snacks, and, I've looked up more and more about those things, and they are not healthy for the kids. So I do have some things on order that are a little more organic. I'm waiting, as of when I'm cleaning this, I'm waiting for something to come in that was supposed to come in earlier. So that does end up coming in, and I'll fill it in here. But I'm just cleaning the containers out and just straightening everything up. Grandkids, like I said, they come over, and this is their highlight, is to come into this drawer and pull out their little snacks. I also have a drawer in the refrigerator, and it holds all the cold stuff. Okay, so here's the package. I got the Annie's variety pack of cookies. I'm going to put this in here. I also got the Annie's fruit snacks. I haven't gotten those in yet, but I will be putting those in there. I hate when I do this, but I went ahead and I reorganized this whole drawer and then realized that I didn't have the camera on. So anyways, I got a lot of these supplements out of here that we aren't taking anymore. Figured out what was in these packages, figure out what we need, what we don't need. And so far, this is everything that I've gotten out of the drawers. I'm going to be getting rid of the black cups, things like that. So a lot of this is trash. These have been in there a while. Nobody ate them, so I'm going to get rid of those. Some sugar cubes that have been in there a while. Anyway, so this is a lot of the things that were in these drawers. So, all right, let's get the next 2 drawers. I say 2 drawers, but it is ever more apparent that I'm going to be doing 1 drawer. And this right here is my glass storage container drawer. Did you know that you can repurchase these lids if they get broken like this? These ones especially, I don't know, they're weak or whatever, but they get broken. So I have an order on Amazon to replace these ones. Now, if you buy the Anchor brand, I've had these for years and they've never broken or cracked. So that brand is really, really good. But these ones, which is the Pyrex storage, they tend to crack and wear down over time. So I'm going to be getting rid of all the ones that are broken like this, and I've replaced them with some that are coming in. This is a whole different brand. This clear, like this, is a different brand that I get at my local grocery store. So those are all good. And these ones are all good. Love these. So those are all good. It is these ones, and I have some in the dishwasher. I know because I put them in there today. And those will need to go in the trash. So other than that, this is pretty tidy. I will replace it with the other ones once they come in. I got dark blue. That way I can just have everything match. It'll be dark blue, maroon, and then clear. So, all right. I didn't say it on camera, but the divider that's in that drawer, those are deep drawer dividers. I got those off of Amazon. In fact, all of the dividers that I have in all these drawers are from Amazon, so I will be linking all of those. This is my cooking utensil drawer, and as you can see, I have dividers in this one. These are on springs, so you just push them in and then they will expand tightly up next to the back and the front. You do want to measure your drawer to be sure that you're getting the right size, that it's not too high or it's not too long or not long enough. But I love these because they match the inside of the drawer. Everything's like a bamboo look on the inside. So it makes them look custom. I'm sure that you can find them in white. If the insides of your drawers are white, you could probably find them in white as well. But I love these things, and I also adjust them if I need a little bit extra room. I'll just scooch it over to, however much room that I need. So this is my silverware drawer. I also bought the silverware tray off of Amazon. I like it because, again, it's the color. It matches. It almost looks custom, with the exception of the edges. You can tell it's a little bit too small, but it's the largest that I could find to go into this drawer and fit. So anyways, I really do like the looks of it, looking like it blends in with the drawer. here for this knife block drawer. I got the knife block off of Amazon. I like that it, matches the inside of the drawer. It doesn't look custom because it's not going all the way across. Although I'm thinking about getting one that totally fits in here because I do need more spots for knives. So I have been considering doing that. However, I do have some knives that I don't keep into or in the knife block, as you can see. I keep that leather strap on it, things like that. So anyways, you can get it to be larger and fit into the drawer, and it would look more custom that way. And then this drawer right here is where I keep all of my Ziploc bags, and I also keep my mitts in here and little things that hold the hot bowls. I can't think what it's called, but anyways, I'm trying to figure out which ones of these do I not need. There's some I absolutely love, and then I'm just going to get rid of that. And the Reynolds wrap doesn't even belong in here. My husband must have put it in there. Now, this little black container, you can get it to match the inside of the drawer. I decided to get it in black, and I forgot that I also decided to go ahead and use the little sticky pads that they give you to stick it down so that way it does not shift in your drawer. I do like this in black. I've considered hanging it in my my pantry, so that's why I got the black. But I also like it in this drawer in black. Now I'm just going to go ahead and stack everything back in here. Make it look nice and neat. These are those little things that hold hot bowls. My daughter had these made for me. I love those things. And then I will just put back in the pot holders and things like that. And then voila, that drawer is done, and it looks nice, and it's nice and ready for Christmas. Okay, so I'm going to get some trash bags, and I'm going to gather up all the trash that needs to go to the trash can before the trash man comes, and want to get that stuff out of your house. You don't want it just sitting around because, when you leave bags sitting around and you get used to those bags sitting there, then they just continue to sit there. So you just want to, try to get those out of the house as quickly as possible, and that's what I'm doing here. Okay, before I launch my robot vacuum and mop to clean up these floors, because you can imagine there's lots of little crumbs and things like that on the floors, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clean off the counters so that way anything that's on there can fall down on the floor, and the vacuum, can pick it up, suck it up, and mop it up. Okay, friends, I hope that you liked this video. If you did, would you please give me a big thumbs up? And if you haven't already subscribed, click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. That way you get reminded every time I post a new video. I'll see you again in next Sunday's video. Until then, stay blessed, my friends.